Hello and welcome back to JMLeague13. We're in round 3, and for this set we have hsfg90r. How do you say that? Hey, hsfg90r, and RotiK116. So I think clearly hsfg90r knew what he was doing when he made this name. So given that, I'm really hoping that he knows what he's going to be doing when he gets into the match as well. It looks like we might still be waiting for the players to get ready, so I'll just fill the air with my inimitably energetic voice, which is to say that, what do I say? Well, this will be an almost projectile-free matchup, unless you count Wario's bike. So it'll just be two brawlers who are going at it with their bare fists, no swords, no blasters, no AI, and Sonic music, I guess. That's part of the package here today. So, alright, so already we're throwing out every single attack, and that was a very good spot dodge right there. But it looks like hsfg90r is having a bit of trouble maintaining a really sticky ledge trap against RotiK116, because I think if he just probably moved around a bit more, and you know, maybe he doesn't even need it if he keeps getting edge guards like that, but if you're Wario, you don't want to be standing in place, because your hitboxes extend about maybe like 5 centimeters in front of you. But you have the great gift of having some of the best air mobility in the game, so just like that, you better use it, and you can see what happens when you do. And now, as Ganondorf, you really need to commit to those risky reversals to get out of those situations. But the thing about those is that they are risky, and we'll see if hsfg90r is going to be able to pull those out, maybe get a step ahead next time, and make him pay for it. But now it's RotiK116's turn in advantage for those beautiful brief seconds, and that might have been a bit too low, but okay, well, we'll call that a masterful gambit. Outstanding move. RotiK116 managing to find the optimal Ganondorf play right there and almost pop in that shield like a balloon. And now he has Wario at kill percent, and something terrible has happened. Alright. Well, you know, it's Ganondorf, so anything can happen, including that. So we're gonna have to well, I really cannot wait for the next game, where we're going to see more of this happen, and I'm going to be able to describe it in great detail. So, definitely not one of those sets where both players are afraid at the beginning, trying to test each other out, feel each other out. This time, we have the music, we have the characters, we have two players coming out swinging, and only one of them's gonna come out on top. So we'll see if this level of excitement can continue into the next game also. Okay, nice double jump bait coming from Ganon there, fading an approach, but now he's somehow gained advantage from putting himself at disadvantage, and that is the beauty of game theory right there. So now going out swinging with that down air doesn't hit, but we have to respect the gumption, you know, the bravery. Yet somehow I somehow haven't noticed that despite RotiK seeming to control the pace the entire time, he's actually only going even Stevens. So I might have to pay a bit more attention to how it's actually hsfg90r who was briefly in the lead for a short period of time until he died. Alright, Wario's forward air is a mysterious move. Honestly, I don't know what it does, but I usually, it feels weird to get hit by. So yeah, real back and forth here. Both leaning a lot on their A buttons, and we have an up air that seems to have been committed to for the style. Which, you know, I respect. And hsfg90r getting stuck on that platform a bit. And jeez. Doesn't look like hsfg90r has managed. Okay, we got a parry. Maybe he doesn't need to again. Last game's wizard foot is this game's down air Ganondorf, but we're yet to see if it'll actually translate into another game for RotiK. Especially as if hsfg90r is able to keep up the momentum and find this kill quickly. But he's been having a bit of... Alright. Just double tap that backside while you can. I get it. So, doesn't look like his ledge pressure is being really successful, and it might not be so even if he's able to somehow figure out something there. But wow, just barely mistiming that wall, and that might have been a pivotal miss, but it's not over yet. Especially if he like keeps parrying that, and okay, alright, legendary clutch coming from Wario. Let's see that again. Yep, masterful bait, and converts that with maximum efficiency into a game. So after every single player in this scenario, because there's two players going at it with 50-50 over and over, we can see that they're now got about 50% of the games between them. So the real question is that because there can only be one winner, are we going to have to split the set winner result for the first time in JMLeague history if these two keep being the most even matchup in the entire history of this institution? Well, we're going to have to keep watching to find out. Yeah, let's see. RotiK's ledge pressure is also looking a bit static. A little bit like, I'm gonna stand here and press a bunch of different moves. And that's allowing hsfg90r a few opportunities to potentially start standing in place and throw out a few moves of his own that hit. Okay. Just barely missing that punish there, which is allowed hsfg90r to somehow stay in this and take the first stock. So let's see which combination of A button presses it is that gets hsfg90r the next stock. It turns out to be the A button. Just, you know, one of them. It'll work alright. Okay, not sure that was the world's wisest up tilt, but you know, variety is really the spice of life, and he hasn't used up tilt for a while, so I gotta give him that. And RotiK going straight in with an approach and meeting an inflated fist right away. And once again, this time, managing to find like not one but 2 hits off of reversal. And I think that's really kind of the story here. As soon as like one of them gets advantage, it's really just like a couple of hits until the other one finds some bad reversal. Oh no, no parry that time. How disappointing. And yeah. It's only a matter of time until one finds a reversal and with that maybe a stock. But I'm thinking that that situation is generally going to favor the Ganondorf player because a 2-hit reversal for Ganondorf is worth about half a stock. And a 2-hit reversal for Wario might be like 1 forward air if he doesn't land that waft. So we're gonna maybe need to try to see hsfg90r put in the work to make things a bit more advantageous for himself if he wants to be staying in the running for the next game, which is coming soon. Yep, right now. 3, 2, 1, go! So once again, going right back at it. I'm pretty sure neither of these guys have a single camping bone in their body, which is, you know, what we like to see. Bit of calculated aggression, or you know, just wanton aggression. That's okay as well. And RotiK again with these down air conversions. hsfg90r again with these like single move, not really conversions that get reversed. But you know, what he might lack in power is making up for it in quantity, which is why the stock still has managed to get 82.6% on Ganondorf. And now we see hsfg90r being a bit more deliberate with his spacing, maybe trying to bait some moves and punish them without getting hit by them, which is one of the fundamental skills to playing the game of Super Smash Bros. If you can manage to like hit your opponent without getting hit as well, that often allows you to win more frequently than not. So, so I think that playing these edge guards as well is going to be really key, because that's the one thing that Ganondorf is not going to be able to turn to his advantage, the offstage situation. And with one back throw, I think hsfg90r is telling us that he knows this as well as I do. Until he gets reversed again. Wow, okay, that was an optimal ledge trap because there was really nothing he could do once he did a neutral get up because of that one frame of vulnerability. Wow, okay, very deceptive dash attack there, reaching below the platform as well. And RotiK managing to survive, clinging for dear life. And now it's anyone's game, really. It's anyone's game. Managing to avoid one of RotiK's legendary reversals. He's got center stage, setting the pace. He's got him off stage. Can he find this edge guard? No, not yet. Managing to outspace and punish, but it's RotiK with the reversal. hsfg90r doesn't manage, barely managing to find that slap right there. And unfortunately this replay doesn't show anything, but that was a game. That was a game. And we're looking at game 5. Looking at one of the closest sets ever. In the entire 8 years that Smash Ultimate has existed, I'm not sure there's ever been a set that's been this even. That's potentially been this exciting, and has had this long of a wait in between games. So yeah, we're just waiting for both players to bring their absolute best, fight each other to a standstill in game 5. But unlike Nicholas Mahout versus John Isner, there can only be one winner here. And that winner shall be decided within the next 7 minutes. Okay, so a bit of a poorly spaced Wizard's Foot right there. Letting hsfg90r get a small but early lead here. Managing to keep the game under his terms so far. All we need now is to find that edge guard, and now it's looking much more like his game than it was last game. Last game was his game as well, so what does that tell you about what's going to happen? Well, only RotiK can, it's really up to RotiK how much of this game ends up being hsfg90r's. Wow. And he's definitely not going to give up before he finds out. So now he's the one with the center stage, goes for a bit of a hasty couple of attempted reversals again. No way! But he's a stock down! He's a stock down! He's on his last stock, but maybe it was worth it, maybe not. Look, if it was gonna die anyway, at least take one stock. No! Alright. Okay, well, you know, I'm lost for words. I'm actually just lost for words. Sometimes, you know, maybe there actually can be 2 winners. The first, obviously, hsfg90r, who won 3 games, and the second has to be RotiK, who clearly won all of our hearts with that final desperate play that was both successful and a complete failure. So if you want to see more of that, you're going to have to keep watching Junior Match League, JMLeague, and yeah, we'll be back with even more craziness and fun and excitement very, very soon. See ya.